come back, right? So
Right.
they're like, we'll be back in May, and then it was July, and then it was September, and then it was April, and then it was like, fuck this,
Yeah.
let's just make it September of next year, So
Yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff actually for September. So it's September 2022.
this year.
No.
Oh yeah, September 2021, right? Okay. Yeah, I've actually seen some. Okay, I've seen some concerts actually for promoting already 2022, and I'm like, that's long. A long way, like just some punk thing on a cruise ship. But anyways, how did you guys how did it, because you guys are signed to a label, were you found, how were you found, how did that all get to where you guys were signed to Warner, or right? Is that right?
Yeah, so we're on Imagine through Warner ADA.
Okay.
And Imagine Records actually, so I kind of work with the label. I help the label out with stuff, right? And it was just like, and I know Morgan Rose from Seven Dust, the drummer of Seven Dust. So, he's a good friend. He's, co-runs the label with Bob. And, they saw that this record was coming, and they've been watching like a lot of the stuff that we've been doing. And they were just like, listen, why don't we put the record out through Imagine? This will be a cool thing to do. And we were just like, yeah, let's do it.
It was kind of a little bit of a conversation a while back where he said something about maybe doing a one song kind of deal. That we didn't really hear much about it. We just kept doing us. And then we heard back from him again about doing a full album. And, we all talked about it, and it seemed like there was only one place to go, and it was up, from doing it. So
the thing is that like, yeah, it's like, I've kind of like have also worked in the industry for a while, and it's like, and we've had like offers before, and there's this word that they use with these deals, in perpetuity. And as at heart, like an indie artist, like as an artist, I don't give a fuck about anything else. I just want to create.
Right.
I don't really fucking care. You know how many people that I've played in bands with that have all quit because they're like, we're not famous. I'm like, I don't fucking give a shit. Like,
right.
I'm going to do this regardless of who's around me and what's happening. Like, this is fucking happening. So to me, it was never about like getting a big record deal and becoming famous or any of that shit. Like because I helped so many bands do that throughout my time, that like that wasn't it. To me, it was about having the ability to create. So there were other deals, there were other offers that had come along. They use that fucking in perpetuity word of taking your master from you forever with no guarantee of anything, right? So this was a different kind of deal. This was a super artist friendly deal, and it gave us an opportunity to get in the Warner system and open some doors for us. So
right. Yeah, sure. We just got our first record deal ever, and like we're
Congrats.
Not so sure about it. Like it's kind of scary, but yeah, I don't. Would you recommend it to other musicians, or do you just think it depends?
I think it depends. I think it depends on the label. I think it depends on the deal. Like I helped some big bands that are out there, like over the years, and like I'm watching, the difference between like each band and what happens. It's like there's no way to predict it, right? So it really depends on the label, depends on who's there. What label did you guys sign with?
So we haven't signed yet. It's with Out of Line Music. They're from Germany.
Okay. So is it international deal, or is it just for Germany?
It's an international deal. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know who they are. Who else is on that label?
They have goth music. I think mostly it's like Combi Christ. I don't know if you know them or.
Yeah, of course I do.
Okay.
No, they're dope. The only thing I would say to you, like as we go in this direction here, the only thing I would say about that is you want to retain the rights to your masters, and if you give that up for like a year or two, that's fine, But like if they're gonna hold it longer than that kind of thing, you want to have like a level of like what you guys achieve in order to keep that going.
My understanding, and you can correct me, Steve, on this, but is that the kind of deal that we got, at least as far as I've been doing this, I haven't seen anything like it. I thought it was a pretty rare, kind of deal that we got. I haven't seen bands get that, and I think it's just because we had we had a great relationship with the label for a long time, before we were signed. So
yeah,
I'm gonna start a record label and sign all of you guys. You guys keep all your shit. I don't care. Just keep it. I won't do much for you, but you guys can be signed. Not a problem. Not a problem.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good insight. That's good insight. A good question, Ava. With Put Your Head Back, you got some really cool people got their hands on this, help produce it. We're going to play that song. Tell us about that first. Don't play the song and see if we get kicked off Facebook for doing so.
Okay. Well, Dan can tell you how we started writing this song.
Yeah, we were on the road, actually. Usually when we write songs, it's usually two of us at a time in a room. A lot of the time it's me and Steve kind of putting together a song, and then each member of the band separately meet with him and put their kind of stamp on it. But for this was the first time that all of us were actually in a room together, and we wrote it in a hotel room, the four of us.
Awesome.
So
yeah,
just kind of, some songs, like, there's like a whole elaborate process, like, we worked on it for months and we finally finished it, whatever. Sometimes songs just certain ones come really easy. And they just kind of fall into place very naturally, and it just works out that way. I think.
Yeah, and like this one kind of also evolved a little bit. Like, what's funny about it is we sat outside at the hotel and we were like, we should go in and write a song, and we actually like talked about what we wanted the song to kind of do, which was like a weird thing beforehand, which we hadn't really done, and then we went in and kind of like did what we were talking about doing. And then when we brought it back, and then it sort of like lyrically took on a sort of different meaning as like we dealt with the things that we were dealing with as, COVID kicked in and all that stuff. And I lost my brother and all that stuff, so it kind of took on that, like at first you might listen to it and think it's like a whimsical sort of pop song, but it's not. And there's like a lot more to it. And it's really just about like getting to that really dark, like fucking place where it's all just sort of like falling apart, where you're almost like losing your mind, like during that whole period, people were just at home, like going crazy, like losing their mind, and we tried to articulate that with the video a little bit, where it's like this total, like, people are doing crazy stuff, but we did it in a fun way, but it's about like just sort of like getting out of that, losing your mind, that crazy space that we get into, and like, put your head back in your heart. Like, who are you really? Like, where are you headed? What are you doing here? Like, get back on, pull yourself back on track type of message for yourself,
Yeah, let's check it out. And who helped produce this was it the same dude? Talked about it before we started. Imagine Dragons and the Killers, right?
Yeah. So Mark Needham mixed the song.
There you go. Mix it. There you go. Yeah, I read that. That was super cool. All right, here is the song right now. Put Your Head Back. Let's check it out. I'm going to pause it real quick for 1 second. If Facebook kicks us off, you can catch the rest of the interview on YouTube. We're about to wrap it up anyways. Just want to put that out there. Okay, here we go.
Now put your head back in your heart. Now put your head back home. Now put your head back in your heart. Now put your head back home. Well, I know that it all could get better.
We filmed this in my apartment.
Sometimes when you're alone, you barely hold.
What'd you say?
I said we filmed this whole video in my apartment.
Oh, cool. The whole thing? Awesome.
The whole fucking thing.
Okay, cool.
it together. Sometimes we climb so high out our minds. Sometimes we find what's right inside. Put your head back in your heart. Now put your head back home. Now put your head back in your heart. Now put your head back home. Feel your body shaking, energy that's sinking, all these miles are chasing down. Right now I'm thinking it could be time to pull these vibes together. And if I stop, oh don't stop, you can't fool yourself forever. Sometimes we climb so high out on minds. Sometimes we find what's right inside. Now put your head back in your heart. Now put your head back. Now put your head back in your heart. Now put your head back. Feel your body shaking, energy that's sinking. Always has a chasing down. Deny, catch you falling. Deny, I'll get you now. Deny, catch you falling. Deny, I'll get you now. Now put your head back in your heart. Now put your head back. Feel your body shaking. Now put your head back in your heart. Now put your head back. Now put your head back in your heart. Now put your head back. Now put your head back in your heart. Now put your head back. Feel your body shaking, energy that's sinking. Always has a chasing down. Feel your body shaking, energy that's sinking. Always has a chasing down.
All right. Pause this. Okay, cool. Dude, that first of all, that video looks fun to make. Second of all, did you completely fucking trash your apartment?
Oh yeah, pretty damn close, man. Pretty damn close.
Lots of boxes being delivered, I'll tell you.
We filmed it over 3 days, and it was like some of those sets took like hours to build. You know,
Dang, dude, yeah. But it looks fun, and you just buy those props, those like donut props and things like that.
Yeah, they were just balloons.
yeah,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
yeah.
Balloon donuts.
I don't know if you've seen any of our other videos, but like we try and create this like sort of alternate universe. So they're all like a little different. There's like totally different vibes going on with it, and we just try and kind of have fun with it, you know. Like if we're gonna go through the work of making a video, we should have a good time like making it, you know, make it cool.
Absolutely, yeah, dude. That song is fantastic. Ava, what'd you think about it?
It's pretty awesome. Very colorful.
I wish I could be there when you guys made that video. I think I feel like I want to be there for that video make. All right, so you guys obviously have some merchandise. Tell people where they can go to find your merchandise, your website, things like that.
Yeah, don'tbelieveinghosts.com has you know, basically the hub for everything, you know. Most of the time, like,
too, or
yeah, well, yeah, you can get there from. There's an Amazon store which has like a bunch of T-shirts because it's like super dope. Like we can upload it and then they just like take care of it all for you, you know. So, but you can get to all that stuff through the website, don'tbelieveinghosts.com. Can you believe we were able to get don'tbelieveinghosts.com? Think about that.
Yeah, I know. That is crazy. You know, and I got, well, it's not as cool as yours, but I got theloudspot.net. Theloudspot.com was taken, but .net was available.
You got a .net, yeah. The fact that I didn't end up with a don'tbelieveinghosts.net is incredible to me.
Yeah. We got weirdwolves.com.
Did you really?
Yeah.
See?
Awesome.
Dude, it's so hard. I feel like it's so hard to get website names nowadays. But you know, your website, I did go to your website, and I'll tell you, your website does have all your about info, has your touring information, has your merch information, has your music video, your newest music video on it, plus a few other songs on it. So if you want to check out their songs, you can check out other songs plus their music video, all their merch. It's don'tbelieveinghosts.com.
Yep.
And it's plural with the ghost. All right, Ava, do you have any last questions for them? We're going to end the show.
You said that you like to keep your music positive and inspirational. Is it ever hard to not go to a more, I guess, a darker place, I should say?
I think we have with a couple of our songs, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, so there's the self-indulgent dark place, which is sort of like something that I try and avoid, you know what I mean? That's like, you know, the like, oh shit, nobody likes me, you know, kind of thing. you know, and it's like, well, fuck that.